What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Tower of God New World video. All right, guys, we're doing another whale versus F2P comparison and why the hell the F2P is further ahead and doing better. Okay, so first off, Terrorizer, you guys know this account, right? It's my buddy. He is currently sitting at level 1336. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a comparison and contrast here. So I'm just move my little guy over here. You guys can see my first buy is still, this is my main account. You guys can see Payneblade YT main account. Nothing's been purchased, right? I just want to show you guys that real quick. And then let's go into how do you close this? Let's go to the account comparison. Okay. Now my account has been out for I would say 2 weeks now, right? Maybe less. Whatever the first day was of the early release. So maybe about 2 weeks. Okay, so let's just go with that. So you can see here since the last video I made this morning, which I was at 12:20, I went ahead and played a little bit today while I was making other content and working and doing everything else, and got to 14-1. Yeah, 14-1. All right. Not to the dismay of my boy over here, Terrorizer, who is currently stuck at 1336. Okay, now he has spent $1,000 on his account. At this point, he went up from 700 to 1,000. He's now really regretful of it because he realizes that with time, free to play can kind of catch up. Now, this is fair enough to say at the moment because we're still technically early game. Okay, once we hit 16-4, I think that's when two teams start happening, and his account should technically bypass mine by a fairly large margin. Okay, so I just want to point that out. Right now, though, in early game, my account with way less power is beating him in progression, and we're literally using the same team. So what gives, right? So let me show you guys what the comparisons are. Let me just go back here for a second. I think I know what the comparisons are and where the difference lies. Okay, and I want to kind of point this out to you guys. The reason why I'm doing this video is to show that with patience and a little bit of time, free to play can keep up from the adventure standpoint to a certain extent with the whales, at least until the two team concept comes in at 16-4. Then it may be an entirely brand new ball game. Okay, so let's take a look at the accounts. All right, so I'm going to go to teammates on both accounts. Excuse the lag. Running both emulators on one PC is like death. But you guys can see here, so our Evans are exactly the same. His Evan Kell, he's got 2-star. I've got 1. He has 1-star data matching. I have 1. Oh, sorry, he has 0 stars. I have 1 star. Data's a hard. He's got 0. I've got 0. But this is where it gets kind of crazy. Okay, so here's my hats. Okay, Payneblade YT account, and he has at 170. Here's his hats. Let's see if it clicks. 197, right? You can see the difference here, guys. It's pretty clear. It's because I've got the factional gear. His exclusive weapon is even higher than mine, and yet I'm still, my hats is still outperforming his. So the reason why that's happening, and a lot of you guys need to understand this, is this factional gear with the extra 30% increase in stats is massive. Look at this difference in crit. Look at this. This is huge. Huge difference. So the CP is not that representative of exactly what's going on. Even though his CP is higher, the more important stats, the multipliers, the crit and the crit damage on mine are way higher, right? And if we take a look here, let me just click right here for a sec. And let me click right here for stats. His crit rate is 15, mine's 18.92. His crit damage increase is only 14, mine's 24.84. His accuracy is way higher than mine. His evasion is way higher than mine. His technically, his attack is lower than mine. So, but his HP is higher and my defense is higher. So you can see here, there are some back and forths here. 0 lifesteal, way more physical resist, yet mine is outperforming his. And that's probably due to the fact that my factional gear is playing a big part of that. So that shows that. Now, if we go to rapport, I believe his is maxed. I'm pretty sure mine is maxed. Yep. Proficiency, we're the same because you guys already saw the weapons. Limit break wise, this is a huge difference, right? I haven't even stepped into the categories yet of doing that. I think I'm 2 behind, right? Because he's here. No, he's in the purple. He's here. I'm not even here yet. So once I get to here, it's gonna be even crazier for me, right? So that's hats right there. So you can already see the difference. We're gonna also check out Shinsu Link and everything else and show you guys the comparisons. Okay. Who else is on the team? Bomb. So I've got a 3. He's got a purple. Okay. Bomb is mine's still a little higher. Again, the factional gear on both of ours, but you can see here he's got a blue, I've got another purple factional gear. So that plays a big role. 1 and 2, that's not that big difference. But this is pretty staggering considering he's got more dupes. Now, dupes don't play a big power in a big role in CP increase, but they do play a big role in how much percentage and damage and buffs, etc., that the moves provide, right? So keep that in mind. So you can see here, there's his and there's mine. Okay, 2, 2, and 2, 4, 3, and 3. Okay, and then I'm over here at 40%. He's already kicking at he's about to hit the 40% here. That'll make a big difference in the CP for sure. Okay, so moving on from bomb. We talked about that one already. Who else do we have on our teams here? We're literally using the exact same team. Oh, here you go. This is massive, by the way. 78k for mine. Okay. Now, granted, he doesn't have very good gear on her, but double my power on this one. So, and right away, mine's still outperforming this one. Now, that's just positioning and understanding the game a little more. So I'm trying to teach him how to do that as well. So free to plays. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to keep up. Now, I have not tried 14-1 and to go forward. I had to stop because my kids are home now. But I want to show you guys the differences here. Like you can see his account is fairly stacked in comparison to mine, right? Like here's all mine. Here's all his, right? So fairly stacked. Now he spent $1,000 versus 0 with mine. And I just want to show you guys the comparisons because I feel like a lot of free-to-play are giving up early without giving this enough of a chance to progress for themselves. Like give yourself some time. Your account will grow, you'll get better, and you'll eventually increase your progress tenfolds if you just let the idle part do its thing. Okay, so go to growth and growth, and you guys can see the difference here as well. Okay, let his load. So Shinsu links, the comparisons here. Okay, so 121, 121, 121. Okay, that's pretty big there. The 141 is huge. That's a massive difference in that. Look at that. Look at the difference there for mine, and look at the difference here for his. It's double. That's a big part of it right there. So for those who are wondering, get your main DPS 20 levels above. This proves how much more of it. Like this is literally almost double. Almost. Not quite, but almost there. So it shows that the more you put into your main DPS and put them in the proper Shinsu link, even if these are all A's, it's still going to make a bigger difference. Okay? So that's number one. Back here, Origin Orb. Okay, let's see what it looks like here. Look at the difference. He's all the way down here. I'm just now starting to get into this section, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Get this up. And you can see here, look how much more. That's a big difference in stats. So right away, he's got way more applied stats than I do, right? There's his applied stats, there's mine. So what's the biggest difference? Two things. One, factional gear. Very important. You guys should be hunting factional gear from right from the get-go. So thank you, Terrorizer, again for letting me borrow the account to show this. So factional gear plays a massive part. So where do you go for factional gear? Well, here you go. Here you guys go. You go to Alliance. Hopefully Idle drops it as well. Do your, I guess I didn't do, oh, no, there was a check-in. There we go. Check-ins. Go to your store. And for free to play, this is very important, guys. You should be looking for your gear here, okay? So note that. You can click on it. You can see it's an A+. Here's all the stats that it gives. And you can see what the character has by going back to your character to see that they have it. Now, for me, I'm looking for slot 1. So if I refresh again, I did once yesterday. It's 200. I'm going to wait till reset and do it there. He should be doing the exact same thing. Now, when you do get the weapon or the item you're looking for, the next thing you want to do is the exchange ticket. It's very important, guys, to try these for your main DPS and focus on one DPS at a time. So when you go to change element, you're going to have these little tickets over here. I've got 2 left. Click on change, it'll roll and give you the element you're looking for, hopefully, and then you change it to that element, it'll make a big difference. Number 2, even though if you don't have enough dupes, don't worry about it. Your Shinsu link does most of the work for you, so go back to your growth, get your main DPS 20 levels higher than everybody else, put them in there after you get your A especially, and you'll see them skyrocket in damage. So those are the two main reasons why I'm ahead. It's mostly because of time and leveling and just a little more experience than my buddy, who again, thank you for letting me borrow your account to show this off. But there you guys have it. So free to play, guys. I know it's a little frustrating when you get stuck and if you're not getting the units you want, but it just shows with a little patience, time, and strategic planning, you guys can do just as well as some whales or even better in some parts of the game, especially early to mid. Now, end game and mid game, when there's 2 teams and 3 teams, whales should dominate that section because we're going to be building our units from scratch or sometimes just brand new teams from scratch. But some of these whales will be doing better for sure. Don't worry about that as well, free to play. Like when you get there, just give it time. It'll just be like a fresh new start. You'll just go from scratch again and you'll just build it over time. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.